So I'm Clare Scriven. I'm a Labor Member of Parliament. As Tishan said, I'm in the upper house and I'm Deputy Opposition Leader. I'm also a wife and a mother of 6 wonderful children, a number of whom are here today. And I just want to share with you briefly a little bit more about what happened last year with the Abortion to Birth Bill, and then move to what it is that you can do. You. Yes, I'm speaking to you. Anyone who is saying, oh yes, someone else, no, I'm speaking to you. So last year, as we've already heard and as we know, the bill to pass abortion to birth, well, the bill was passed. It allowed abortion up to birth to 23 weeks gestation for any reason at all, and then from there up to birth under some circumstances. It was still pretty much an abortion to birth bill with very few limitations, but there are some. And I just want to briefly mention those amendments that we were able to get through. One of them, of course, has already been outlined, which was that if a baby's born alive, then that baby will get medical care and palliative care. It's a wonderful, small but wonderful improvement to the bill. And the second was that the original bill that simply said that for abortions up to birth to be allowed, they had to be medically appropriate. There's no definition of what that meant. So we all know that what that would have meant over time is abortion on request up to birth. We were able to get some amendments through to that so that it kind of reflects what was in the previous law for those abortions up to 28 weeks. There now needs to be a reason. Now we know that unfortunately people will find ways around those reasons, but they're actually important that those amendments were there. They were, as much as anything, symbolic. Now the other side were absolutely livid that these amendments got through. On our side of the argument, we might be thinking, look, they were such small amendments, why did they matter? The other side was absolutely livid. We need to think about why that would have been. The pro-abortion side says, this doesn't matter. This is not a life. This is not anything that really matters. This is like any other medical procedure. Well, by getting those amendments through, small though they were, it says, no, actually, this is not like any other medical procedure. This is different. And I'd just like to pay tribute in particular to 2 MPs in the lower house who were able to get the main amendment through, and that is Stephen Mulligan, Labor MP, and David Spears, Liberal MP. So good on them for standing up for that. So the good news is we did get some amendments. The bad news is they will be back. They haven't finished. They will never finish, and nor must we. I know a lot of people in the pro-life movement have been here working for 50 years, 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, for a long time. And a lot of people are tired. But I come back to the earlier Bible passage of say we must not grow weary in doing good. And we must not. So when they're back, when they come back with whatever the next thing is, will we be ready? Will we here and across the state, will we be ready? We need good people in both of the major parties. I'd also like to pay tribute actually to Andrea Michaels, a Labor MP in the lower house, who was the only woman to vote against the bill overall. Yeah, she deserves a lot of credit. That was a very courageous thing to do. The only woman, a Labor woman. The state election is in 5 weeks' time. You've already heard what can be done in that short time to help to change the future of our parliaments. But they're going to be back. Will we be ready? The political environment is not fun, I've got to say. It's not enjoyable. I certainly don't get lots and lots of compliments for the great job I'm doing. I get a heck of a lot of criticism. So a lot of people don't want to be involved in it, but we must. If we want things to change, there are 3 things that you can do. First of all is to pray. If you're Christian, to pray. But you can't stop there. The second thing is to love them both. To help in whatever way you can, whether it's through service or through financial donations, for the services that help women who are facing difficult pregnancies, the services that help women who are being pressured into abortion. So services such as Genesis and Birthline and others. But you can't stop there. You can't stop there. You or you or you or you or however many are here today, you can't stop there. The politics is a long game. People get pre-selected, selected to run for Parliament for their party, usually about 2 years before the next election. You can only influence that if you're a member. You have to be a member to be able to influence that. Do you really want to change our future parliaments? That's a question. Do you really want to change our future parliaments? Yes. Okay, I'm going to ask again. Do you really want to change our future parliaments? Okay. Everyone who just yelled out yes, are you a member of a party? You don't have to answer that question. If you're not, then you're not helping to change the future of our parliaments. So I ask you, I beg you, I implore you, for the sake of those future lives, please get involved. Thank you.